Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, Atypical Security Guard. I want to thank you for joining me for tonight's episode of Security Guard Radio. Tonight, we're going to be talking about something that I probably would never have imagined that I would say. I can't believe I'm going to utter these words. But we're going to be talking about the benefits to private security with a Joe Biden 2024 victory. That's right, guys. If you follow the WWE, Triple H has always said one catchphrase after coming into power as the COO of the WWE. He would say, that's what's best for business. And guys, I want to tell you that despite the fact that I am not a fan of the far-leaning left, that I am not in any way, shape, or form propping up the Democrat Party, I am telling you right now that there are multiple reasons why a Biden victory in 2024 is what's best for business for private security. Guys, let's get into the top 5 reasons why we should be voting for Joe Biden if we want to see a successful security industry moving into and through 2024. Number 5, policies perceived as lenient towards offenders. That's right, the catch and release, the cite and release policies that we have seen since 2020, those are going to contribute to a sense of insecurity among the general population. Guys, as the general population becomes more and more insecure in their security, that is going to create opportunities for security companies to offer their services to those that seek some sort of relief. Number 4, defund the police movement. Guys, we have not heard the defund the police movement called by that name in years. It's kind of lost a little bit of steam after, say, 2021, 2022, but best believe that that idea is still in play. It's still in play in places like Portland. It's still in play in places like San Francisco, Chicago, Minneapolis. In all of these far left leaning areas, it is still very much the idea that is permeating through the police departments. You look into any of the police departments across the country, they are all dealing with staffing issues. They are all dealing with recruiting issues. This potential issue of the continued movement of defunding the police, it has a great effect in the rise in crime, and that could drive up the demand for private security services as individuals and businesses seek alternative means of protection. We see this every single day here in Portland. Guys, dare I say that business for private security in Portland is booming. And if you are in a major metro, if you are in a major urban setting, more than likely the opportunities for you, for companies, they are there. If you have the opportunity right now to start your own security company, to offer services before the 2024 election, guys, you stand to make a ton of money. The opportunity is there. Number 3 is going to be open borders. What can I say about the open borders that hasn't already been said about Afghanistan? This situation is absolutely out of control, right? The open borders, if perceived as leading to increased crime or insecurity, that can only heighten concerns among citizens and businesses about safety. Not just border security, but security in general. And this could result in a heightened demand for private security practices. Are you watching the news right now? Have you been following the story that is coming out of New York City? Migrants that were bused to New York City attacking police officers, kicking them in the head, being released without bail, flipping the cameras off as they walk out of the precinct. Guys, listen, the opportunity for private security to stand in that gap amongst everything else that I've already laid out. The soft on crime policies, the open borders, the defund the police movement, the opportunities are there, guys. Number two is the potential chaos that surrounds the election itself, particularly if there's widespread protest or civil unrest from either side. Guys, if Joe Biden wins the election, more than likely, the people that support Trump, the people that adhere to the right side of the aisle, and justly so, are going to be able to say that more than likely this election was stolen. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think that that side of the aisle is going to sit idly by and allow what happened in 2020 to happen again in 2024. Now, that being said, I don't see the people on the left side of the aisle standing for a Trump victory either. Now, as someone who personally worked in all of the chaos that came down in 2020, someone who was downtown in the riots for 6 days a week from August of 2020 all the way through the election going into 2021, I can tell you that Portland and many cities that are like Portland on either side of the equation are probably going to erupt into protest. And this will offer great opportunity for private security to work in a capacity of protecting businesses, protecting homes, doing what I did, working with news organizations. Great opportunity out of a moment of horrible chaos. Last but not least, and most concerning, number one, the concerns about President Joe Biden being perceived as a weak leader by foreign governments. Guys, this could lead to heightened fears of potential outside threats. Outside threats of aggression in response to his election. Outside threats in response to his perception as not being able to lead a country, particularly a country at that moment in time that might be fractured. What do we do? The opportunities for each one of you armed security officers, each one of you men of serviceable age, to work for private security companies, private security contractors. I hate to say it, guys, but the opportunity for you to get the time and the chance to serve in a moment where your security services are not just to a business, to a retail establishment, but more importantly to your country. That time might be on the horizon, guys. These are 5 ways that I can see that the Biden administration, if it were to be reelected in 2024, how that can play into the private security industry. But I'm interested to know what you think. What do you think about this? How do you feel about what I've just laid out? Do you think that these 5 opportunities are of benefit? Or do you think that maybe I'm reading a little bit too much into the tea leaves? I think that on either side of the equation, the opportunities will be there for all of us. It's just a matter of if we take advantage of what could potentially be a very bad situation. As always, guys, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your comments. I want to have the dialogue. Please drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of this thought process, what you think of these 5 opportunities, and does the benefit that you could get financially outweigh all of the negatives of voting in Joe Biden for another administration? As always, I want to thank you guys for being here. I want you to keep your head on a swivel. If you're working tonight, make sure you're staying focused. And as always, I want you to watch your back, watch your 6, and I want you to be great. Okay? You guys be great.